I am Dr. Anirban Deep Banerjee, consultant neurosurgeon, Apollo Gleneagles Hospital. Today I'll be discussing about epilepsy in children. So what is epilepsy? Epilepsy is a disorder of the brain where there is recurrent, sudden and excessive electrical activity, episodic, which results in change in behavior of the person. Now, a seizure is one single episode of such a change in electrical activity. What happens is in epilepsy is that seizures occurs again and again and they are unpredictable. Now, in children, epilepsy is very common, and one of the common types of epilepsy or one types of seizures in children is febrile seizures. In febrile seizures, there are electrical discharges in the brain that cause generalized shaking of the body in the setting of high fever. This is common in children under 5 years of age and occurs in around 2 to 5% of children. The treatment includes treatment for fever, anti-fever medications and other methods like sponge bath for the child, and the seizures usually go away as the child grows older. Other causes of epilepsy in children can be a severe head injury, difficulties at birth, infection which affects the brain such as meningitis. If the child is taking anti-epileptic medications and is seizure free over 2 years, then the doctor may suggest slowly stopping the medications. Now, how do we diagnose epilepsy in children? The usual diagnosis is from a description either of the patient's relatives or close family members about the events that happened before the attack, during the attack and after the attack. Apart from this, the doctor may ask for some blood tests, brain scans like CT scan and MRI, and also an EEG or electroencephalography. Now, in children, epilepsy is very important because a child's brain is growing and there are certain effects which an epileptic child can have, long-standing effects due to seizures. Now, what are they? Children with epilepsy may have a completely normal range of intelligence, but some patients might have a higher rate of learning problems and difficulty at school with low level of attachments. And there are certain factors which influence this, like the side effects of medication, the anxiety of the child, the underlying cause which is causing epilepsy, the attitude of the guardian as well as the teacher towards the child, and any pre-existing behavioral or cognitive impairment due to severe head injury or infection, and the severity and frequency of such epileptic episodes. Now, teachers or guardians play a very important role in grooming the emotional and cognitive aspect of a child with epilepsy. Their constant guidance and encouragement is needed for the child to cope up with epilepsy. Now, there are certain do's and don'ts which a child with epilepsy should and the guardian of those patients should keep in mind. Up to 5% of children have photosensitive epilepsy, like certain triggers of light can affect then can precipitate these seizures. So fast moving or flashing images on the screen like TV screen should be avoided. In exams or tests in schools, certain children are prone to having epileptic episodes in stressful conditions. So these children needs to be discussed about and counseled about these situations so that they can cope it better. Tiredness, memory or concentration problem can also be associated with epilepsy disorders and again can be coped with proper guidance. When children with epilepsy participate in extracurricular activities like running, swimming, etc., the local guardian and the teachers should know that to keep the child safe during these episodes, and there should always be trusted lifeguards during swimming in patients with epileptic disorders. Most patients with epileptic disorders in children respond to medication and most of them subside spontaneously. If they do not, and they proceed into a category known as intractable epilepsy or refractory epilepsy, then there is also a scope for surgery in these patients which can address these situations. Thank you so much.